What if I told you that one of the biggest barriers to mental health in church is not a lack of resources, but a lack of trust? Today, we're going to unpack how to build genuine trust so our churches become the safe spaces that they're meant to be. This is Mindful Faith Moments, and I'm your host, Jason Henry-Ruhl. Let's dive in. I've seen it too often. People show up to church desperate for connection, but they leave feeling more isolated and they don't feel that they have a safe space to share their struggles. It's a tough reality, but many of us have felt that sting of loneliness in a place that's really supposed to be a refuge. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to stay that way. So how do we transform our churches into places where people feel truly safe to talk about mental health and the struggles that they're going through? Well, here's 3 impactful strategies that I think we can take. 1, I think we can create a culture of vulnerability from the top down. It's not enough for church members to feel safe. Leaders need to model vulnerability and authenticity first. When leaders share their own challenges and how they seek help for those challenges and how they manage those challenges, it sets a precedent. Now, this doesn't mean sharing every detail of your life, but it is showing that it's okay to be human and need support. Number 2, I think we can rethink our traditional ministry structures. Think about your church's ministries and programs and ask yourself, are they set up in a way that prioritizes community and trust building? If not, or if you're not sure, maybe just consider adding wellness groups, maybe spiritual retreats or workshops that are focused on mental health. Maybe even one-on-one peer support sessions where trained volunteers can listen and offer support. It's really about creating intentional spaces where trust can grow. Another thing that we can do is invest in active listening training for churches, for the volunteers, for the leaders. Many people want to help, but they don't even necessarily know how to, or many people even think that they're actually good listeners, but they're actually just listening to respond rather than listening to understand. So training our leaders and our volunteers in active listening, in empathy, and in non-judgmental support, it can be a game changer for us. It gives them the tools to respond with compassion instead of a quick fix advice. And it shows people that when they share their pain and their hurt, that they're heard and that they're respected. The truth is, a safe space is not just built on good intentions. It is built on trust. It is built on vulnerability. And it is built on real, actionable steps that show people that they matter. When we lean into these things, we transform the church from a place that people sometimes fear to a place that they can truly find rest. If you're in a position of influence in your church, take action. Encourage leadership to start conversations around mental health and make space for vulnerability. And if you're a church member, consider how you can create small pockets of safety and trust in your church. Maybe it's through your own small group or just by simply being available and being a good listener. And don't forget, at Mindful Faith Ministries, we are all about bridging the gap between faith and mental health in ways that feel genuine and are grace-filled. Whether you're looking for practical tools to support your own journey or ways to make your community a more compassionate space, we have resources for you. Check out our workshops, our devotionals, our online courses, our blog articles, speaking engagements. They're all designed to help churches and individuals address these needs. Visit us at mindfulfaithministries.com. Let's walk this path together, one step at a time. Thank you for joining me today on Mindful Faith Moments. If this episode sparks some ideas for you, make sure to subscribe and share it with someone who might benefit from the conversation. Until next time, take care of your mind, your soul, and your faith.